The Collie, a dog that can herd sheep and notify people of children stuck inside of old wells. Well, on TV at least. I'll talk about one more herding breed after this, then I'll talk about something else. So, remember the history of the Border Collie? If you didn't watch that video, go check it out. Same thing, Roman conquerors brought dogs, the Scottish bred for the best herder possible, yada yada yada. Eventually, these dogs became known as collies, but no one is really certain where that name came from. It is believed that it came from the name of the kind of black-faced sheep that they worked with called collies, spelled Colley. During the mid-1800s, the Queen Victoria and Prince Albert started developing livestock shows. And around the same time, conformation dog shows were also beginning with the formation of the kennel clubs. It was an age where people would take existing breeds and modify them to create an ideal look, for better or worse. The standard they developed for the collie decided they needed thick fur and curved-tipped ears for warmth during the winter months. By the 1890s, it also became more desired that collies had a long dolichocephalic head. If you don't know what dolichocephalic means, it refers to dogs with very long noses like greyhounds. Dogs with these kinds of heads have a wide range of vision. Because the collie has this, there's debate on whether or not the Borzoi breed was introduced to give the breed their head shape. So the dogs who continued to be refined into the best possible herders on the borders of England and Scotland became the Border Collies. The ones who went to Australia and needed to change to become suited for the outback became the Australian Cattle Dog. And the ones who ended up in America became the Australian Shepherd. The dog I'm talking about today, the Collie, was refined for its appearance for the show ring. The one who really popularized these looks was Queen Victoria, continuing the long tradition of the British, seeing something they like and making it their own. Queen Victoria loved collies so much she had over 88 throughout her lifetime. Admiration from royalty can do a lot for a breed's popularity, as we saw in the Pembroke Welsh Corgi video. So, while these standards for the breed were being created, Queen Victoria's love for the collies popularized the appearance and nature of the dog, while focusing less on working aspects. I'm not saying collies can't herd. Herding abilities are very hard to get rid of. They still possess the incredible intelligence of a herding breed, but they don't need the constant day-long exercise to keep them happy. The collie is an upright herder, meaning they don't crouch like a border collie, and they will do whatever it takes to move the sheep. Barking, biting, bouncing, the 3 Bs. The collie isn't very well suited for moving hundreds of sheep like the Border Collie and Australian Cattle Dog. They would do well with a small handful of sheep, like for a home flock. In the early 1900s, J.P. Morgan bought a collie named Weeshaw Clinker, who, for a record price for a show dog at the time, $10,000. If only they knew how much French Bulldogs cost now. The price he bought for the dog back then is equivalent to $5 million today. And of course, in 1940, author Eric Knight wrote his hit novel Lassie Come Home, which led to a movie adaptation, sequels, and a spin-off series. Lassie also has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. If you want to hear a nonfiction tale of a collie coming home, a mixed collie breed named Bobby was lost during his family's vacation and traveled from Indiana to Oregon to return home. They are currently listed as the 38th most popular breed, according to the AKC. Relatively speaking, that's still pretty high considering how many dog breeds are out there. Males are 24 to 26 inches at the withers and weigh 60 to 75 pounds. Females are 22 to 24 inches at the withers and weigh 50 to 65 pounds. Collies are great with children, and they can be good with other dogs if properly socialized. They can be vocal, which probably comes from their herding style and background. On the plus side, they are medium energy dogs with moderate mental stimulation needs. So if you put in a good amount of time to stimulate them, that will significantly decrease their barking. There are two coat types for collies, the smooth coat and the rough. The gene for the rough coat is more dominant, so some litters will be all rough coats, while some others will have both rough and smooth coated puppies. Collies come in several coat colors: sable and white, which is the most common and recognizable; tricolor, which is the same color Guy is; merle, which can have a few tan markings and is permitted to have blue eyes; and finally, white. Though there is usually sable or other color markings around the face, I've never seen a completely solid white collie before. There is another breed called the Shetland Sheepdog that looks just like a small collie, and they even have the same coat colors. Despite their similar appearance, they are completely unrelated, and one is not derived from the other. Just wanted to clear that up. As far as their health goes, they are susceptible to common large breed problems like hip dysplasia, eye problems, and some collies can have negative reactions to certain medicinal drugs. Their life expectancy is about 12 to 14 years. So would I consider bringing a collie into my life someday? Yes, I would. I still like border collies more, but I love the idea of a dog with a herding breed's intelligence, but with a medium energy level. That makes for a great dog for families. They're also so gorgeous. Even though rough collies shed more, that would be the kind of that I would adopt because I prefer dogs that can handle the cold better. I really don't care about shedding personally. My hair is long as hell, and I shed as much as both my dogs put together, so I don't mind it. I'm not certain if I've met a collie before. I met 3, but they were smaller than I expected them to be, but still larger than I expected a Shetland Sheepdog to be. They could have been a mix of the two breeds, but I'm not certain. The collie makes for an amazing, intelligent, medium energy family companion, whether or not you have a job for it to do on a small farm. I'll end it here. Let me know what dog related topic I should talk about next. Leave a comment. I love hearing your feedback. Tell me your experience with collies or what you think of them. Have a great day and stay out of wells. The pennies at the bottom aren't worth it.